What's up, Hedgehog Maniacs and Doki Fanatics? Sidex17 here, back with more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. As you can see, I have a new background every time I open the game. But the last time I saw it play, I went through the Respect side story, both parts. Monica having a problem with Natsuki's taste in literature until she understood what Sayuri said about her making the club about what she wants, not what for everybody. You know what I'm trying to say, right? And honestly, I was a little afraid of doing that one considering those were my two favorite Dokis. But you guys know I have favoritism when it comes to Natsuki. What you're about to see me do is continue on with Yuri's route in the main story. Time to dive in, and let's do it to it. Here we go. Now, I have to find words that associate with Yuri more. But I gotta be careful because you probably noticed during the first video for Yuri's route is that I'm guessing Natsuki didn't like my poem the first time around, so I gotta make sure that she at least likes it. Here we go. Journey? Yup, that's Yuri. Extraordinary is Sayuri. Swimsuit is Natsuki. Massacre is Yuri. Skirt is Natsuki. Determination is Yuri. Tragedy is Sayuri. Judgment is Yuri. Question is Yuri. Sing is Sayuri. Uncontrollable is Yuri. But I know who is cute. I'm not cute! Can't help looking cute, Natsuki. Shut up! Barely speak it so I can like it! Don't think I already know that. You don't make it how I would at least like it? And you know what's gonna happen, right? Don't remind me. Let's see here. Extreme is Yuri. Strawberry is Natsuki. Rose is Sayuri. Speaking of Rose, I haven't heard anything since that one video that Dan did a couple months back. I don't know. Anyway. Dark. Oh, Dark Sayuri. I thought it was Yuri. Venture is Sayuri. Anxiety is Yuri. Like I said, I'm going to play it out like I did with Natsuki's route. So I apologize if I'm being repetitive with this one. But anyway. Another day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Sayuri. I still can't get over the experiences I had with the side stories. You know, I'm wondering, are the side stories going to be different if I were to start Act 2 and everything? I'm just curious. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. Anyway.
Hi, Science!
Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. True.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you go with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Well, that's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. We all know where this is going. Why don't we take a look at your puss, Sayuri?
Why that? All of a sudden.
Like I said, you can tell she's caught. No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her koi puss. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri.
It's not fair. How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you had bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you were not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Ain't that the truth? And so, that only leaves the one option.
I give up! That made me feel guilty!
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't know that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Just how you used to let me borrow somebody.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Huh? She was shocked about what she said.
I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like you when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but the fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad to set the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayuri? I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
That's true, Yuri. As I stated before, everybody has a devil inside of them. We all know who the true devil in the whole thing is. But I've forgiven her for that. Anyway. Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you were going away for the cupcakes. So I just not scared to making them.
Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was it? A cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. We all know who threw the cookie, honestly. Retribution!
Actually, that one almost worked.
Oh man.
I was just gonna give it to you, but I heard you play about the cupcakes. I was telling you would see your reaction though. That's key! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy!
Oh, Sayuri. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears over the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sayuri suddenly claps her hand over her mouth.
Give me my tongue!
That's what you get for eating too fast, Sayuri.
Yeah, you're going through a lot just over one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite out of her own cookie.
Yeah, look, this is really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Cheers. Bagels can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm happy that you share this one with me.
Oh boy. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to snudge Sayuri off of her.
No.
Oh no. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. I still can't believe she did that. I still can't believe it.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Couldn't help laughing, honestly.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can't tell Sayuri. Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room.
Yeah. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's been unusual.
I know she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. I think she has
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Are you sure about that, Yuri?
That's true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. I can choose the club of a boyfriend after all.
Sayuri.
Yes, I'm strong will. Boyfriend? What the hell are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. We don't know what she's staring at. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, the last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You have had a bell ring at least. I'm missing out on it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Yeah, I found out that Natsuki knows about Monica playing the piano and everything.
I don't, really. I kinda just started recently. I always wanted to play piano. That's so cool! Did you play something for us, Monica? That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so?
Yep, it is.
In that case, I'll follow you down, X.
There's that pose again. Like I said, I'm still triggered that you had to do it during the side story. Anyway, Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a lot recently. I really love the chance, and I'd love the chance to share it once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Nah, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki would end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished to a entire cookie, Yuri's back to a book, and Natsuki disappeared to the closet. Hey, Yuri! I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kinda just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Can you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'm right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Monica! You always gotta butt in.
What are you two up to?
Yuri was going to make some tea, so...
I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Since when is define weird in this game, MC? We just filled the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. Cowboy was a job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Side X and club activities?
Yeah?
My mouth gasps. There's that pose again.
I suppose it's nothing like that.
Let's go, Side X.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. She feels embarrassed about it. It's like when I played Storm months ago. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that?
Yuri!
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri! I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Side X. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. Tried telling that to Monica when she's tried to start the Loser Club. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Would you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Sanyex, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. You think? But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Sanyex, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less while I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was late at show, and you notice. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Whenever it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Sanyex. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Sanyex, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? And? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over it at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I had terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. Can you imagine if Sayuri found out about those? I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I did sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost like I can't. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch your chest.
Yeah, that's where your boobs are.
Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I pull the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course.
There's the second CG for Yuri.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sanyx. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well... You're just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avoid her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers.
Okay, everyone.
Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share bombs. So next, we can help Yuri put away the tin stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah.
Boy, that was awkward.
Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up.
Since this is a Yuri video, she's the one I'm gonna be doing first. Let's go.
Well, let's see what you've been ready. Let's see what you're ready for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Sonic X! This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kinds of techniques we're practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offered that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I only really write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuffling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the last time I noticed my stance tremendously. Like I said, sorry if I can't really read it right. Sorry. Like I said, sorry if I can't really read it to you guys from the way I'm positioned. Anyway. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon decimates its face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me you could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic conditioning. Like I said, sometimes I can't read because of brain very well. I slice the bread and I feed myself again.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that.
It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Sonic?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Sonic.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're the dick for that.
It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright. Moment of truth.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't say it's really any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you? Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this guy reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're best friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayuri has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Ah, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Okay. She didn't hate to the point that she was not gonna show. That's what I was afraid of. Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders. So her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends started to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message was pretty straightforward in this poem. I thought I had to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course. It's about how anyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid that people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote something about that. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people should make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words. I think she's still worried about what happened in that argument. Like I said, this is Yuri's route, so... Anyway.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her real behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned a lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even her writing style was really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that! I've got a really good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Okay. Like I said, I was worried that that Natsuki was gonna hate the poem again. She was gonna show it. I recall doing something like that in one of the DDLC mods, but it was with Yuri. Anyway, up next, Monica.
Hey again, Psychics. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you apply yourself. Even soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to show me what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. But when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in her head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that?
There's that pose again.
You must be pretty into her.
Eh? You completely misunderstood.
Calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Well, yeah. A fictional one, anyway.
Manga kind of whispers that last part to me. There's that pose again. Can you just please stop, Monica?
That's just a hunch, bud.
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, peering, red, green, blue, an endless canopy of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I know what this is about, as I stated before when I did Natsuki's route, but you're gonna have to wait until it comes time. If you're new to it. Like I said, it's kind of hard to avoid giving out spoilers when you're doing the main game again. For those people who are new to DDLC. Anyway. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? There's the pose again.
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the. I kind kind of like filling space with my paper. With my space on the paper. Choosing weird and how the spacer works can totally change the mood on the pole. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So probably that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Margaret's right tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
You can kind of get a hint of what Monica was saying right there about saving and everything. Anyway, there's one last Doki to share the poem with. Sayuri.
Oh! I like this one, Sayx! It has some nice feelings in it!
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Just let it be, MC. It's Sayuri we're talking about here. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why do you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Yeah? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever. Anyway,
let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the one I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, it's helpful to help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow!
Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is! Maybe I get a bit of expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Onyx. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Oh, Sayuri. Bottles. Not the character bottles from Banjo-Kazooie. Anyway. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingy. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the rooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other. Hold them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, it shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap! Sayuri, did you really write this?
Of course I did! Did I say I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yesterday?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Manga taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. I think it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
With a little friendship. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Thanks the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be prismatic. Prismatic. I think that's the right word. But anyway.
Okay, everyone. We're done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if anyone can sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Yeah. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica?
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us we're going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. So here's Sayuri's put it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You did! You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event each with a good performance, then it will inspire us to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings! Be with yourself! By your horizons! And I'll be fine! That's right! And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Here. Thanks, Natsuki. Where are you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's excited faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
You have no idea how right you're going to be later on. How right you're going to be. Sorry if that was a spoiler, then I'm sorry.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. And we're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica! This is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll still have to help out everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around the room. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri?
I'll go next.
Yeah, still surprised by that, honestly.
Whoa! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us, sorry. Yeah. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why she suddenly puts in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quibbling words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she accumulates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation, you think. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'll next it.
Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Mail. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayuri.
That's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your head. It's your poem, so come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayuri.
You said yes like that.
Oh, Sayuri.
I think it's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
You came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work so well as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do that in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay!
Oh, Sayuri.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't get me going for Psyx. It's not like I can be good to you guys anyway. Might as well let Psyx learn everyone's status a little before I have to do it. Natsuki!
It's fine. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Yeah. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry. I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry so much about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something to improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going.
Have to do it at some point, Natsuki. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called. It's called. Why are you looking at me? Because you're presented. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthusiastic, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. I know it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, I think I had to do some when I was younger. I can understand how some of these Dokis feel. Anyway,
that wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. This is a praise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Yeah, well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem to get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making methods, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting
Sorry.
I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting it on this effort for the club.
There's that pose again.
It makes me really happy.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow. Until we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri?
Yep. here too. I was going home together like that.
It was that pose again.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Yeah.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Subjects. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's just go already. Man. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri.
Sorry, I was supposed to go.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayuri fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. Well... Walking me home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Is this so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You made it!
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayuri, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Stopping here, Hedgehog Maniacs. Kind of something to say the least, huh? I know I didn't have to do all that again, but still. The one thing I was worried about throughout that whole video was that Natsuki was gonna hate the poem that MC wrote. Well, technically I did, but now, sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'm saying these days. But for now, Sonic X17 signing out. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think down below. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe to me so you'll check out the rest of my content, and you can also check out the videos you see here on the screen. I told you to stop doing that, Monica!